ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photo.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26. So a net gain of 1 there.
Come on, set. Hey, check nigga.
The drive starts with a run by White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some space here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 50 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, let's see. The box was 6 DB, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. That's complete to Slayton.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on third down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Inside give to Elliott. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, it's Prescott. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and
he's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The middle, here's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Prescott down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They go right back to White here on 1st down. Neville Gallimore on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run. This is White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drop. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
Second down and 3. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, here's White. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pollard to return from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And Prescott, his third interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And that'll be caught by Darden. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen,
and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deontay Johnson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Buccaneers are on their way to the Super Bowl. Thank you all so much for watching.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna fight.